Is it because your nails look so good?
It's because I'm horny. Welcome to Pretty Heated.
It's getting pretty heated in here.
Yeah, you've heard of oral fixation. I have handle fixation.
Hand like, you wanna hold things?
What are these called?
Those are your
What would you
hands.
call it? What is that? What would that be if
Those are
you
your hands. What's this? This is your nose.
That's what happens when all your friends have babies and you just revert back to what's this?
What's it? What are these? These are my hands. Welcome everyone.
Welcome to Pretty Heated. We're here and being weird as always.
As always.
Welcome back to your favorite
Um,
TV show.
we're trying a new thing, which we're just gonna be so honest with everyone. But we usually like talk a little bit beforehand. But you're gonna hear we haven't caught up in the last like what, 4 days?
Yes,
Um, so we're just gonna have some banter. So that's what we're doing.
that's what we're catching up on. Tell me how your weekend is. Your daddy-o is there.
My father is visiting. Yeah. It's good. Um, and yeah, we had Easter dinner at my wife's family's house yesterday. It was really nice. And yeah, what did we do this? Oh, Saturday we were like, where you're like getting ready for somebody to come and it's just like pure fucking chaos like all day.
Yeah,
We've talked about this before, but yeah, it was that.
where
It
it's
was
just
just
like
like,
everyone's walking on eggshells, everyone's screaming, nobody's happy.
yeah. And then
Why
me and
did
Sarah
you
got in
put
like,
this here?
yeah, not to mention our kitchen is not done. So we're like half-ass putting it back so that we can like use it. And so that's just causing way more fights. Like we're like throwing things back and I'm like, why would we put this here? I don't understand. And Sarah's like, you need to take a breath. And I'm like, I don't understand the organizational system. This doesn't work for my brain. I don't understand where this is going to go. She's like, nothing's permanent. And I'm like, no, to me, I'm not a like, you can change things person. I'm like, and I know I can, but I need people to remind me that I can change things, even though I love
Right.
change. But I'm like, oh no, if it goes there, it's
Like,
like,
that's it.
that's,
The toaster
can't
oven will
change
never
that.
move. Yeah, that's its home now.
And, like, okay, I have the weirdest thing, but, like, starting to use our kitchen. I don't know if you'll resonate with this, but we're starting to use the kitchen, and I'm like, I don't wanna use it.
I was just
Like,
gonna so I was gonna ask you a question. I was like, it's a stupid question to ask you for someone who has such a beautiful kitchen. Are you like on counter or under counter appliance people? And I can only assume that like y'all are putting everything down every time you use it. Are you those crazy people?
well, no, like, we're not normally, but now that I'm, like, in it, I'm like, I don't want anything on the counters, and then I'm like, but we don't live like that. Like,
I
we
don't get
use
how people
everything.
do.
Well, you don't. I think it's, like, maybe we'll have a spot for things that are, like, bulkier when people come over, but I'm like, "Why am I hiding my mess?" It just feels so anti-me as well because I'm, like, literally airing my mess 24/7, like,
But
online.
then also you bought this like beautiful marble countertop and like what you're just gonna like have no inch of it available to like marvel at.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's, like, a living paycheck to paycheck growing up vibe, but, like, I'm like, "I don't wanna use this because then it's not new anymore, and I wanna save it."
I am so bad. Like, I will buy clothes and I don't wear them for like a calendar year. Like, I'm like, eventually I'll have a time to wear those, which is insane because time is not promised.
Right. No, exactly, and, like, my mom was we've talked about this before, but she was such a person that was like, don't like the wine, pour the bottle of wine out. If it's not good wine, go get another bottle. Like, she's like, burn the candle, do all the things. And I'm like, I almost feel like I'm like reverting back because she's not here to remind me of these things,
A
you
100%.
know?
Well, you do. And your mom was like such a advocate of that, which is nice because you always kind of have her voice in the back of your head. But it's hard. My mom is like scarcity queen, like grew up poor,
Right.
we grew up
Yeah.
poor.
And that's my
My
dad.
mom,
Yeah.
yeah, she's the kind of person who like leaves tags on shit in her house. Like she'll
Yeah.
buy furniture and then it just sits there for like 3 years with the tag on. I'm like, you gonna bring it back? But now I'm her.
No. Okay. So I bought everybody for Christmas. I just bought them these like oversized PJ pants from Gap. And this is so funny that you brought that up because my dad like loves them, but nobody else liked them. So I was going to return them, but I obviously didn't. And I kept them in the spare room, but they still had the tags on them. So I was like, my dad was like, oh, I forgot those PJ pants you got me. And I wear them all the time. And I was like, well, fuck, I have another pair and they're an XL because I just kind of got everybody like, I was like, fuck it. Everyone has a fat ass here. Like,
We're going lazy
just
daisy days.
yeah. And so I was like, everyone's getting these. And I was like, well, amazing. Here you go. Here's an XL. I like go up the stairs this morning. He has the tag still hanging off of them. I'm like, Dad, take the tag off, wear them. But now I'm like, I think I'm like scared to become him. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, but we all do. And
I
then the worst
know.
part is, like, our generation, I think in particular, like, my mom actually will take stuff back if she leaves it to sit forever, where, like, I have things that I'm, like, gonna mail back and return that have been in my and I'm like, at this point, I might
Yeah.
as well have just, like, worn them even if I don't like them because they live in my house for free, and
Exactly.
I don't want them to.
Yeah, well, to sum it okay, and also I know that you're gonna get it too though, but, like, it's like with the kitchen, oh my god, it's like shut up about the kitchen, but
No, never gonna
with
shut up about the kitchen.
with the renovation, it's like it's not done to my expectations right now, so then I'm like it's like, "Well, no, I know this is you," because even with your office, like, you're like, "No, I don't wanna show you yet," because it's like, it's not done, but it's like I'm like, "This probably won't be done for, like, a year." I'm like, "You need to just start, like, being" my
In it.
expectations are always, like, through the roof, and I've been working on that a lot, but fuck, it's hard.
But then it's really difficult because then you get validation when it's done and everyone's like, "Wow, this is so good." And you're like, "I know, and I was waiting for you to have this reaction because when I show it to you before, you're like, 'Oh, no, I see where you're going.' I don't want you to see where I'm
Right.
going."
Mhm.
I'm like a very unproductive person. One of my biggest, like, most uncomfortable things for me is someone watching me do my makeup, unless, like, you're getting ready with me, but, like,
Okay.
especially and it's not I it really bothers me when it's men, and it's not that I'm like, "Ew, I don't want you to see me look bad." I'm just like, I don't want you to be a part of the process.
Right, like,
I hate
you
when
don't
people
wanna
walk
watch the
in.
sausage being made,
Yeah, and they're
you
like,
just wanna
"Ooh,"
eat the
even
sausage.
girls, and they're like, "Ooh, what do you do?" And I'm like, "I just like, can you wait till I'm done? Because like, I
Yeah.
don't it really irritates me."
Right, and you're like, "I don't wanna, like" well, that's how I feel in the kitchen when I'm cooking something, I'm like, "Can you just get the fuck out?" And, like, it's so weird, my mother-in-law, like, is loves people around her, and she is, like, the best cook, and she's in the kitchen, and she's not getting mad at anyone, and I'm like, "What is that like?"
How?
Like, I'm
How?
like so she's like, "Oh, like, come, like, have a glass of wine with me in the kitchen while I'm cooking," and I'm like, "If you were doing this to me, I would be actually stabbing you with my butcher knife right now." Like,
No.
like, I literally get the fuck out of my kitchen.
The help that I want is, like, you to sit in the
Yes.
far corner and talk to me, but, like,
Yeah.
don't ask me questions about I want you to entertain me, and I'm gonna give you, "Uh-huh,
Mhm.
oh, yeah," while I'm doing stuff.
But,
I
like, with
hate
your
when
makeup,
people
you're like, "No, it's just a process, and it's not your process, and it's my process," and just, like, you'll see my face when it's done, ta-da.
I don't want you to, like, perceive preemptively. Honestly, I'm even weird about, like, when I go into the office, and I
Yeah.
think so I know I come off as rude sometimes, but, like, I don't want I don't want, like, a pre-hello. Like, I wanna drop off my stuff, get in the mode of I'm here now, and then come out
Right.
and be like, "Hi, how are you?" I'm, like, coming in
No,
with a million things and I'm just like, "Can you talk to me
it's a
after I take
mental
my
thing,
jacket
though.
off?" I know, I need to
It's a
get
mental
over it.
and I'm such a bitch too, I do the exact same thing. I'm like, "Oh, if I wasn't ready for that, y'all are gonna wish you're gonna rue the day that you did this to me."
Yeah, it's just like now I'm making everyone uncomfortable. It's my world.
Yeah. I wanna ask you about your weekend, but I also was gonna mention something about that, about my dad, your mom,
Crazy parents.
crazy parents that we love,
The
but they're
ones that we have,
crazy.
yeah.
Um, oh, okay, I can't remember. Tell me about your weekend. It'll come back up.
It'll come back. My weekend was good, also full of family, and those dynamics, which are always a delight. I guess one of my estranged brothers, by his choice, and not really estranged, just like really surface estranged
Just
brothers,
strange.
just strange, just strange, um, is here visiting, and brought his new girlfriend who,
Mm,
like,
okay,
such sweet, lovely, gorgeous girls, always.
okay. So
Whereas you
you
just
liked
meet
her?
you. Yeah, they're always really great, and I always find it funny because they obviously have been told a myriad of, like, awful things about all of us and da da da, and
Mhm,
they come in, they're always reserved at first, and
mhm.
then I can see them be like, "Oh, your family's really
Wait.
cool."
Yeah, wait, is it you?
And not to say we're not crazy, we're insane, like, my family's crazy.
Yeah, but, like, fun.
We're fun crazy, we're never gonna show
We're all
you
fun crazy.
cuckoo crazy, that is saved for alone time,
Not
but
that early.
you gotta work a couple holidays in, girl.
Yeah, Jesus. You don't get that.
Um, but no, she was really sweet. He didn't really talk to me directly, we talked around each other most of the time.
So nice. Did you guys do, like, paper airplanes?
Yeah, just like talking to each other's shoulders instead of looking each other in the eye, you know?
Right, yeah, yeah. No, I do know that all too well.
So that was exhausting and just,
Was
like,
it
sad.
yeah, it's sad.
It's
It's
sad.
sad, but it's
But,
also,
like
like, you can't control somebody else's shit.
no, and
So,
he's been like that our entire lives, and I'm just like, "I can't prove to you why you shouldn't hate your little sister who's
you're like,
never
it's
once done anything to you besides existed."
literally. Exactly, and you're like, "It's not Easter 2026 that you're gonna change as a person."
No, like,
So,
and
grow up.
he doesn't come home, and then he comes home and he just, like, he's, like, immediately working through, trauma, and it's like, maybe not that when you don't come home for, like, 3 or 4 years in a row, that
Yes.
we don't need to, like, immediate like, just, you know?
Yeah, or not even at all, like, let's keep sweeping it under like you've been doing for the last
Well, it's like we don't
30,
talk,
40
so why do we
years.
have to work shit out? Like, just, like, be here and pretend to be happy.
Yeah,
Be
but
a
no, they
regular
can't.
fucked up person. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm hearing you because I do always with my sister who lives in the States, she, doesn't come home at all, ever, often, and we are always, like, immediately well, no, we try to, like, be cordial at first, and then we're like, "Why haven't you been coming home?" And then I'm like, "Right, this is
But
probably why."
I mean, well, yes. But also, like, the thing is, it's not with a lot of people in my family, it's never direct. They're just like, it's always little jabs of like, "Yeah, remember when you did this to me as a child?"
Mhm.
But you're not joking. Like,
It's like, "Yeah, no,
nobody
I did do that to you."
no, and, like, that happened, and, like, he's just
And it
immediately bringing up trauma from our childhood,
yeah.
but, like, in this passive aggressive, like, "Oh, like, as if we didn't get fucking screamed at every day," and it's like, "It's Easter, bro." Like, our rule of this family is we don't fucking deal with shit for real. So, like, if you
Jesus
wanna
died for us
we
today.
all day, we just kept saying, "He has risen." Every
It's
time
risen.
anyone swore, anytime shit got
And you're
obvious, just
talking
like,
about your brother. He has risen from the table, he's leaving again.
"He's leaving again." Yeah,
Oh, always so
so
fun-filled. I'm like sometimes I'm thinking about it and I'm like, well, last night when I was okay, lately, when I've been sitting around people, I've been getting so exhausted, and I'm like, okay, I read something this morning about dementia and how it's linked with, hearing loss. I know, stay with me here. Um, I have really bad hearing, and they were like, "You can, like, prevent dementia." Like, there's, like do not quote me on this, but it's, like, 50% of cases of, like, untreated hearing loss are linked to dementia or something like that. Let me get the actual fucking so I don't fuck this up. But, anyway, hearing loss linked with dementia. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I wonder if I'm starting to, like, disconnect from people and, like, just get, like, very, like just internalize a lot of things because I'm not hearing full conversation, so I'm kind of feeling, like, on the outside, and then I'm getting, like, tired, if that makes
yes.
sense. I don't know.
Well, I know, and I also think that's, a really big, like, symptom or byproduct of, like, ADHD, where
Mm.
you can't, like, process what people are saying really well, so you, like, actually zone out, and then it, like, feels because you aren't able to keep up with, like, all of the things that you're being talked at, said
Well,
to.
that makes sense. That would make sense too, but yeah, I just felt like I was so tired, so then I, like, get home last night, and my dad was with me, and I just was like he started making a soup immediately when we got home. It's just what he does. He got the ham bone from the the
I feel
Easter
like
dinner,
our
and he was
parents'
like,
generation loving soup.
loving soup. You know what?
Do
Fuck,
you like
I love
soup?
soup too. I fucking love soup.
I fucking hate
I'll eat
soup.
it for every meal. Do you hate soup?
Like, you
You know
like
what?
any kind of soup?
Not any kind, but, like, a lot of it. I love soup, and I make soup, like, once a month.
What? You're part of
Yeah,
the problem.
I'm part of the problem. I fucking love it.
What's your, like,
I'm
soup?
such a
What's your guy? Who's
oh
your
my a turkey
top
soup.
Ew, bro, you're literally my mom. I fucking that's like my least like a watery,
Oh,
floating about stuffed soup?
oh, but no, it's so good. My dad's also the best cook ever,
No, I get
and
soups are tasty. I get they're
oh,
tasty,
so
but I don't want
good.
liquid dinner.
No, there's so many there's, like, team soup and team no soup, and you're team no soup.
I do love, like, a good tomato bisque. Like, I fucking love it.
Okay, we get it, you're rich.
Yeah, and I like a chowder or
I
like
do like a chowder.
a zuppa de pet like
What
a
kinda
like
what kinda chowder, though?
well, my mom makes, like, a classic, like, East Coast, like, white broth cream
Right.
chowder. Not
Uh-huh.
cream chowder, but chowder with cream.
Yeah.
Like seafood
Like
chowder.
scallops, yeah, mussels.
Yes. But I
Mhm.
actually you know what it is too? I'm just, like, not a big, cream-based person. I love, like, the Italian version of that, which is, like, a red base with all the seafood in it. That's
Okay.
a soup I like.
Okay. That's a soup she can fuck with. No, I'm like a big, like, down home soup girl.
Down home soup girl.
I'm a down home soup girl.
She just really wants soup at all times.
I do. Um, there was a question I was gonna ask you about that too. See, my
I
brain is
know, well,
just
I just keep
fried.
interrupting you, so that's my
No,
problem
no,
also.
no, no. That's what we
Your
do
dad
around
came
here.
home and started making soup right
Anyway,
away.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was just like I got in my jammies and I put the fire on and I was reading my book, my little gay hockey smut. I'm reading about Scott and Kip right now.
I need to okay, anyway, yes, I need the long game.
It's so good. Oh my okay.
I just really wanna read the
Dude.
physical thing, and I haven't been able to find it. Every time I've gone to a bookstore, it's not there, and, like, I just haven't gotten around to ordering it yet.
Okay. Well, okay.
I'll make it happen.
Noted. Noted. But yeah, I am reading Scott and anyway, I was just sitting on the couch and I was like, I need to do more of this. I need to just like actually choose me and choose to relax. Like versus like I feel like we're always on the go and I feel like this is just like the same shit we were doing when we were young, which is like always nervous system in like overdrive.
Overdrive. I remember I mean, I miss the days of, sometimes I just miss I said this the other day, last night to somebody, and I was like, I miss that feeling, which I realize who doesn't, but of having no responsibilities. Like, remember when you just used to work a bar job and, like, people would
Yeah.
be like, "What'd you do today?" And you'd be like, "Nothing." Like, you'd go in like, you would literally do nothing before work. You would watch TV. You'd wake up and, like,
Yeah.
maybe eat and, like,
Yeah.
watch TV.
Yeah. Maybe eat is like so real. And like and just, like, even leaving that job, nothing else to do after it. It's like, what am I gonna do, serve people at home in my brain? Well, yeah, I will in my nightmares. I will
Am
miss table 16 and yeah. Table 16 needed water. Fuck.
Side mayo,
Uh,
never brought it.
never brought the side mayo. But yeah, like, I just meant yeah, the brain space that I used to have. But I also I don't know if your mom was this kind of girl, but my mom in the mornings was like, "Get up, it's Saturday, you're cleaning the house." Yeah.
Yeah, like, "What are you
Eh
doing? Vacuum's going. If you're not participating, you better find a way to sneak out of the house because 'cause you're gonna die."
well, we weren't allowed out of the house until it was done.
Well, it was
So I was
done.
like, "Okay, perfect." So, but I have now adopted that, and Sarah also has that. Like, Sarah's a work all the time. We're very much falling into the same patterns that our parents did, and I'm realizing that. I'm like,
Yes.
"Let's take a fucking trip. Let's
Let's take a
leave."
goddamn vacation. No, I remember
Totally.
I was a weird kid, single mom, moved a lot, and so, like, I always had friends, like, older ladies that were my friends, like, I had a neighbor that was, like, in her 30s, she was
Mhm.
33, which I think about it now and I'm like, imagine if there was just, like, a little girl in my building, like a 12-year-old that, like, came over here and watched TV every night, and that's what I did, like, I truly just hung out with this
Oh,
woman and her husband, they, like, fully adopted me,
adopted you.
were my best friends straight up when I moved to Bedford, and they had 2
Aw.
dogs, and I just used to go over their house, like, every night and watch TV
Are
with
you
them, and on
serious?
the weekends, I would run errands with them, and they were, like, I mean, could have been such a scary situation if they were bad people, but they were the best humans. They used to take me on
Oh.
trips, like, they just, like, became my, like, family, and
You're
my
like
mom
pseudo aunt and uncle.
yes, and my mom was, like, recently newly, again, single and was, like, hot and in her 40s. My mom's, like, prime time was in her 40s for sure. And she was, like,
Nice, good to know.
going out dancing every night
Yeah,
and well, all weekends, I won't drag her too much, on the weekends. And I
yeah.
just used to go sit at their house all the time. And I always remember on Saturdays, she would wake up and she'd, like, vacuum and clean her house, and I'm like, "Who does that on their weekends for fun?" And, like, what was I doing today? Cleaning my
And she's
house.
like, "I'm not having fun, bitch. Like, I have to do
She's
this."
like, "Nobody else does it, just so you know, when you grow up." Like, there is
And
no
I'm
one.
like, "No, there will be somebody for me." And then now I'm, like, on my hands and knees scrubbing shit, yelling at my wife.
Being so mad.
No,
God.
but you know what? It's actually so nice living in a house of, like, just women. I'm like, I realize that for me right now, I'm like, "Okay, there is this, like, okay, the windows are open, the music's on, we're, like, cleaning," but it's like my nervous system's not as activated. If anything, it's because of me. Like, I'm freaking out about
Right, well,
this.
and it just brings up those old feelings of trauma, but the reality is now, especially if you have a partner who, like, does it with you, you're not, like, doing it and cleaning up after children or, like, a
Yeah.
shitty partner who doesn't do it and then you're, like, resentful cleaning.
Oh my
Like, you're
god,
like
that reminds me, I was, like, talking to a friend of mine who, like, whose husband doesn't do anything, and so it's like just having another child, but it's worse. Because it's like, that's an adult, I'm so resentful to your kids, you're like, "You're kids, like, you're not gonna fucking clean up." Obviously, you're gonna give them little tasks as they grow up and be like, "Okay, do this and do this," but then I'm gonna redo it because it's not up to my standards. Um, but I'm like, if you have a partner who's not pulling their weight and honestly, I've actually heard it in lesbian and gay relationships too, like, just not having a partner who's pulling their weight is, like, awful. It's
Well,
fucking awful. It's just
and
you'd rather be alone. Just fucking let me be alone.
literally let me live by myself, and, like, people's standards of living are so different. Honestly,
Mhm.
that I'm still watching Summer House, obviously,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
and, which we can get into, but I just watched
Mhm.
well, I finished the first COVID season when
Oh, fuck.
they're all, like, living in and
Oh.
I, especially during COVID, like, the one thing my house was goddamn spotless, and, like,
Right.
anytime I go through a hard time, my
Mhm.
house is
Clean.
spotless because, the
Same.
anxiety I feel when I wake up and my kitchen's still a mess from the night
Oh.
before,
You're
dude,
like, "Who
no.
closed?
No,
Who
who
closed last
closed?
night?"
I hate this job. Like, I need
No.
my place
And
to be and, like, those girls' rooms, bro, and you know those, there's,
oh,
like, those
Ciara's
girls
room.
ew, and, like, people's cars, certain girls, you get into their cars and you're like, "What?
I'm like,
What
"Wait, are
the
you seeing this?"
what are you doing here? What are you doing? Are you living in here?"
I also don't know about you, but I can't, like if I'm working from home, I can't sit down and work. That's why sometimes I won't work till 2 because I have to clean the house
Clean first.
before.
Yes. The whole house has to be clean. I cannot
Mhm.
sit in an environment I don't get and so many people and it is honestly, men are dirty, but there are some filthy ass girls.
Oh my god, yes, and
Like,
I've lived with them, and I've been okay, my ADHD, I'll find, like, sometimes it'll, like, I'll let things, like, pile up and piles and shit, and then I'll be like I'll have this, like, moment where I'm like, "Oh my god," and then I do, like, a 4-hour deep clean just of m my bedroom, like,
yes.
and then I, like, lock in, but it's like, I hate, like, disgusting, disgusting, like, one of my cousins was so her room growing up, it was like there was shit living and growing under her bed.
You know, like, some people's, like, beds, you sit on them and you just know how dirty their fucking sheets are,
You're
and
like,
you're like
"When did you wash your sheets last, babe?"
and, I also listen, I get it, a good snack in bed is great, but, like,
Mhm.
people who, like, live and eat in their bed all the and you're just like,
And it's, like, moist.
"Ew! Ew, dude."
No, you're so right, though. Actually, a lot of men I know are quite tidy, which is just serial killer behavior. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, but they're, like, more kinda regimented with their, like, cleaning, and then there's some, like, filthy ass dogs, but
Gross.
a lot of the girls I know are, like, clutter queens.
Yeah, men, I think, are tidy but not clean,
Right,
and women are often messy but clean,
right.
but there are just some people that are disgusting.
Well, yeah, looking at these people in Summer House, like, every time we're in Sierra's room, Sarah's, like, has her hand over her mouth, and she's like, "Look at her room. Look at
No,
her room." And I'm like, "I know."
it's the and, like, I don't get and they like, the going to bed with all of your shit piled on the bed, who is getting in their
Could
bed like that?
never. No, I need to actually sound off in the comments because are you going to bed like that, and does it not bother you? I need to know.
I'm like, I have to even if I don't, which I do most mornings make my bed in the morning, I'm so crazy that even if I'm getting into bed and my bed's unmade and I'm about to get into it, I will fully make it and then get back into it.
Okay, I am not like that, but holy shit. Is that like a do you think it's like a control thing for you?
I don't know,
Like
it's
you
been like that since I
or
was
just
probably like a kid, like 10. I remember having this
no
conversation with
way.
one of my friend's dads because he was making fun of, my friend Victoria and saying that she never makes her bed, and I was like, "I make my bed before I even get into my bed."
Crazy, okay. Do you think it just, like, feels better? It's more of like a habit?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
a
what it is. It's
ritual.
just cleaner. I don't like getting
Yeah.
into to me, like, bed should feel clean.
Okay, well, I don't get it like, I don't make my bed before I get into it, but I will, like, pull my sheets so that there's no, like, wrinkles and stuff, and I'm just like, "Okay," like, I
Yes.
don't wanna, like, get into a bed that's, like, crinkly.
Are you also someone who, like, if you were to be sleeping in a bed alone, do you make use of the whole bed?
No.
Are you like a flip the covers over, get in your spot, flip them over?
Yeah, we were actually just talking about this yesterday. Like, especially because me and Sarah have our own sides, I'm like, I will stay to my side even if she's gone for the week.
Same. My bed, like, the whole like, sometimes I get so irritated washing my sheets because 'cause I'm like, "Can't I just, like, flip, like, the mattress?" Because, like, I haven't used
You
a
could.
single thing on that side of the bed.
You could.
I probably should. I'm just gonna, like,
Nothing's
wear
stopping you,
down
girl.
one side of my sheets over and over from having to wash them. But, yeah, I, like, get in my side of the bed and I don't really move. Like, people who, like,
Yeah.
have their comforter, like, flip all the and I'm like, "That looks so comfy." They're probably having, like, the greatest sleep of
Yeah.
their lives, but I'm just like, sleep like a vampire.
Oh my god, I had the best sleep of my life 2 nights ago, not of my life, but it was, like, up there, it was so good, and I woke up and the sun was shining, and I was like, "Wow," like, unstoppable. If I did this every day, I
Who
would actually be a CEO of a fucking billion-dollar company.
but that's why men are more CEOs because, they get better sleep.
100%, and I'm like, "Oh, look at this, I'm on my 4 good days of a month."
Yep, I'm gonna be cheery and I can wake up and take on the world, and, like, 4 days later, you're like, "Why do I wanna die?"
Yep. The PMDD just hit so fucking hard at that point, and
It
you're like,
just
"Okay, never mind. Never
hits
mind, I'm gonna die now."
the joys of it. I was just watching a nurse talk about, a patient that has endometriosis, and they had, like, every physical and otherwise manifestation of the disease, and they had been turned away by multiple doctors who were like, "You need to see GI first," and, like, she was like, "You could feel her endo on a physical exam, you can
I
see
saw
it when
that.
you looked in her vagina, you can see it on an MRI, you see it on an ultrasound," like, she literally, there's no ifs, ands, or buts of this person, it's like, how do we help the people who aren't experiencing this high of a level when this high of a level is being ignored? So
Right. Exactly. How the fuck, though? How the fuck is that happening? How do you do like, how?
and it is a tricky disease because a lot of people, their, endo doesn't show up on MRIs, it doesn't show up on ultrasound, so, like, again, it's an exploratory surgery of, like, let's see if we can find it,
Mhm.
and sometimes they go in, they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, it's really bad."
Yeah, but, like, then find another way.
Again, if men if men
Women's health.
what did my stupid brother say last night?
Tell us. Tell the
He
class.
said something, oh, we were talking about bidets at the dinner table, as comes up with my family. He
Yeah,
was
of
really
course.
disappointed that my mom doesn't have them, and she's like, "This is an apartment I rent," which, like, she doesn't understand you don't have to have, like, a European installed bidet.
Right, but, like, also why would like, she's not why would she know that? You know what I
And
mean?
also, you don't come home for 4 years and you're
Now
disappointed
you want a bidet?
toilet.
Like, talk about being a king on his throne vibes.
Literally, and then he was just like, "This again, this is gonna tell you everything you need to know my brother," but he said, "If women hadn't lied for so long about how they don't poop, and, like, as if, like, if that hadn't been a conversation where women kept that to, like, themselves and, like, were just open about the fact that they also have, bowel movements, every toilet would have a bidet by now."
What do you do in these situations? Do you jump across the table or do you just are you by now you just know to just, like, not waste your energy?
I'm like, "So what I'm hearing is women should complain more." And then his response is, "No, what you should have heard is women should stop fucking lying." But I'm like, A, you're stupid because but it's just like the point is if like that's not true, obviously. And also like we complain about periods all the time. We haven't found a cure for that yet. So obviously men don't care about. What are you talking about? That's not even a real point.
Eh, are you yeah, it's us lying for so long, not men being like, "That's disgusting if you do that, so now we can't do it."
Don't you dare talk about it because we don't want to hear about it. You disgusting, supposed to be only sexual beings.
Eat my ass. That's how I feel.
Eat my clean bidet ass. I don't have a bidet there.
I want a bidet, though. They're like the hot fucking
I know
shit
they've
now.
become a thing, but
Hot shit.
I've, like, used one and I just, like, I don't know that it's for me.
Yeah, no, I they are for me. I
Okay.
love them.
You like them. You could get one if
Um,
you wanted.
but you know what? I've been on one that's, like, does the hot air thing,
Oh.
and it,
Like, it
like,
dries it
dries.
after?
Yeah, the hot air.
I'm just like, is everyone just, like, getting, like, anal stu like, you know what I mean? You can just, like
Yeah, just, like, do anal. No, but, like, I do like the I like the concept.
of a clean ass?
Of course, I love no, I love it, but do you know what the hot air reminds me of? The drying part? It reminds me of, like, when you went to your grandmother's house and there was, like, one of those, like, um stay with me, one of those squishy toilet seats, and you would sit down on it and, like, oh, nothing grossed me out more. So, when that comes, I'm like,
When they'd
"I
when they'd
can't
get
live in this."
flaky, when they'd start
Stop.
cracking.
I'm like, "How much bacteria is in that?" I actually can't.
So much. Dude, people used to carpet
Ass bacteria.
people used to carpet bathrooms. Think of all the poop particles that were in a carpeted
Oh my
bathroom.
god, a poopy bathroom.
It's hot. If only we had stopped lying
That's
sooner.
hot.
This is what he wanted. He wanted women to talk about this is exactly what he was asking for.
If
Should've
only
said
women had stopped carpeting their bathrooms sooner, maybe
it's
we would have fixed endometriosis. Hmm?
honestly,
Never thought about that?
world hunger would be over if women had stopped fucking lying.
Ugh, if women would have got off their asses and did something.
I can't imagine.
Mm. Okay, so where are we at in Summer House?
Okay, so grievances always. I do love
Okay.
it. I'm watching it. I'm very into it. I'm
Okay.
on season
5, 6.
5, 6. It must be 6. Um,
They're in that house and they're, like, locked in, and it's very weird.
no, no, no. I'm done.
Okay. Oh, you're
Yeah,
done that.
I'm
Okay.
on episode 4 of season 6.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Luke of it all,
How funny is he? Like, funny to laugh at.
like a nightmare. Him
He's a nightmare.
trying to manipulate Ciara into hanging out with him. Um,
And he's
just
so unfunny and so uncool, and when did he do the thing yet where he brings the saw outside and he's like, "Oh, I'm
oh
just
yeah,
going
he's
back
like
to my."
making his jewelry outside.
Oh, shut the hell up, brother.
But it is really hard because he's so hot. Like, it's, like,
He's
annoying how hot he is and then how stupid and fucking awful he is. Like,
no,
it's
like, it
not
is
fair.
giving 10.
You got that body and you're not using it appropriately. You're not. It's so embarrassing.
All I can hope is that, on many episodes of reality TV, when they come back the next season, they're very much clocked by social media and they're clocked by watching themselves back, so there's some growth there. I hope that has happened for Luke, but I just don't think I think he's impenetrable in that
The episode I'm in right now is he's just coming to visit the new summer house, the next
okay.
summer house. He's not there yet, but Lindsay and Danielle just got off the phone with him being like, "We really wanna see him." Um, but, like, he is so hot. Like, when Hannah's boyfriend meets him and he's like, "Yeah, good looking dude."
There's Luke. Who's Hannah's boyfriend?
Des.
Oh, who she's married to now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You knew that though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
She's insufferable in that season.
she really is. I do feel for her though. I
Me
feel
too.
like
Watching it too, watching the COVID of it all
mhm.
made me feel so many things, like,
Mhm.
just being stuck with the way we were all stuck, watching it back now, and I'm like, "What were we doing?"
I think Hannah kinda held a mirror to myself in some ways, so I think that that was hard for me because I was like, "This you're insufferable," and then I was like, "Oh, but I was like that, and if I was on reality TV during those times, see ya." Kinda like we
Bad.
talked about last yeah. Bad.
Like, when
Bad.
she and, like, totally, I find her insufferable in a lot of the ways I know I am insufferable, which is I think a lot of people just don't like her, uh,
Mhm.
which is fair because maybe they're not those type of people, and she is a lot. She is, like, her
Mhm.
in the reunion was fucking horrendous, dude. Like,
I don't
the
remember the reunion.
they go back, like, she's deflecting to all hell. She never actually says an apology once.
Mm.
What she also owed a lot of apologies for sure, and they're all kind of attacking her, but they're attacking her in the way of literally just being like, "Girl, for one time, just say, you know what, that was fucked up, or I did." And
Right.
she was like, "Oh, well, I just really know that, like, you guys wanted me to say sorry." And it's like, "What? Stop trying to be funny, bro." Like, it's also not funny.
Right.
Like,
It's
sometimes
like,
it's
just
not
say
funny.
sorry.
Yes. So she
Yeah.
was and, like, Kyle's yelling at her, and she, like, says that apology she made to Kyle, which everyone knew in the moment when she was like, "You're the man." And then she says, like, "My apology to the house was real, but Kyle, I knew he just needed to feel better about himself to get over it." And she was like, "It worked."
Right.
She's
Right.
inside thought.
And maybe once we apologize, we just talk to our friends about that part.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so that's all happening.
How are you liking Paige?
Um, I mean, right now it is funny to watch because it's again like the generational difference between like Kyle and like being old and working really hard, and then them also just dirty girls sitting in their bed all day. I too would have been yelling at them. I too would have been like, "You guys fucking live." And when they're like, "Well, we don't cook," and it's like, that's even worse. We're making all your meals and we're cleaning up. Like,
Okay, yeah, 100%.
participate, you
Yeah.
fucking brats,
It's
and get out of your beds.
get out of your
But I
beds. I
know it was
know, but they're
COVID
the
and
bed
everyone was
bugs.
depressed, and like I get it.
Yeah, but no, when you're living in a house full of fucking people, man, you like, it illuminates who doesn't do shit. That's like in our university houses, you would be like and none of us knew how to live on our own. We're young, we're, like, still in our fucking teens, like, 19, 20, right? Like,
Mhm.
in our teens. Um, anyway, it just illuminates like, it's, like, so obvious. Like you said, if it's like, "Okay, well, you're not cooking, then get your ass up and clean and dry these dishes and put them back because this house needs to function the same tomorrow as it did today."
But then you just hear them all say like, "Well, I've never had to." Like, when I'm home, my parents do everything for me, and it's like, "You're also not 16, you're 25." Like,
Totally. Get your shit
to
together.
me, it's embarrassing at a certain point.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, her and Des, I mean, obviously they get married, I guess they're happy. They do seem like a good match. They have the same sense of humor. I like Hannah. I just like in the show she was really awful.
Oh, I didn't like her. Like, let's see. Yeah. I think I'm like hindsight. Fou I remember people being like, "Oh, Hannah's on this season. You're gonna love it." And I was like watching, and I was like, "When do I love it?"
Yeah, and my biggest pet peeve, like I've said that 7 times, I really don't like when people, don't know how to have arguments well. Like, she's
Right.
arguing with Kyle about, like and he's like, "You talked shit about me," and she's like, "No, I didn't," and it's just like, I don't like when people don't actually know how to, like, build a
I
defense
think
for themselves.
that's me. I don't think I know how to argue well. I think my brain shuts off. And then even when I'm arguing with Sarah, I'm like, she's so articulate and like I'm like, "Oh, I'm losing this fight to my wife again."
Yeah, I yes, I think I do that to people. I think my brain turns on in conflict, and I'm like, "Oh, you want to fucking go through the details, my friend? Because I got
Oh,
them all cataloged."
I'm so jealous. Like actually that's like one thing I wish I could do is like fight well because I can't. I'm just like I'll either start crying
Well, I
or
cry.
I turn or I just like I don't remember one thing that's happened to me before that moment. So I'm
Right.
like and then I'll leave and I'll be like, "And this is what I would have said then."
Yes, it's after the fact, and you're like, "Ooh."
Oh.
Well, yeah, when you said she reminded you of yourself when her and Kyle are fighting, and she's like, "What I don't need is for you to be my dad," and he's like, "Okay, like, I don't need to be in the same sentence as your dad," and she's like, "Yeah, well," and she's like, "Actually, don't you ever bring up my father again." And it's like, "Girl, you brought him up." But when you're so emotionally distraught that, like,
Yeah.
someone said and you're like, "Oh, now you're gonna talk about my family?"
She's like, "No, wait. I just heard dad come out of your mouth, even though I said it before." Honestly, again, I'm not trying to be like, "Oh, that's me," but I'm like, "Fuck, I feel like that's me, and it's illuminating things for me."
Yeah, it's hard to
I'm
watch
such a
yourself.
piece of shit.
Um,
Um,
but so now we're in the next season, and my issue right now, 2 things. I'm loving the show, it's great, it's fine.
'kay.
2
It's great, it's fine.
new people all the fucking time. Like, we haven't seen one
Mm.
relationship manifest into something other than Amanda and Kyle, and it's the same thing every fucking season. Uh,
Yeah.
so, like, you can't really fall for anyone, like, even Luke, like, even though I thought he was stupid, the him and Hannah thing the first season that he was there, I'm like, "Ooh, this could be fun," and then it's just, like,
Mhm.
gone right away the next season.
Okay, so I think that's why the last 2 seasons of Summer House have been so good because exactly what you're saying, like, I'm like, "Oh, our core people are here, and even though there's new people here, they don't take away from the house, they, like, add to it, and then you're, like, so vibing." So that's why, like, scandals that have been happening lately, it's just, like, devastating because 'cause I'm like, I feel like I'm watching TV that I love,
Right.
and then now I'm like, "Thanks for ripping that away from me, you pieces of fucking shit."
They're like, "We're gonna give you what you're asking for, and then we're gonna fucking take it away."
Literally.
And then, yeah, my other issue is, like, Winter House, and now I'm, like, I feel like I don't know what's going on because there's a whole other fucking
Right.
show I was supposed to watch, and it's like,
I
it's
ha so I've never watched Winter House. I
okay.
watched 1 season this year because people were talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, this actually" it's like they're way more messy, like, they're getting fucked up more and, like, like, 4 people are making out in a hot tub at the same time, like, that kinda shit that you don't see on Summer House, but I'm
Right.
like, "Oh, there's relationships in here that I needed to, like, piece together at Summer House."
Well, that's it, like, now it's, like, Craig and Austin, and, like, they've had a whole other season of a different
Oh,
show that
fucking
they're
Craig and
all already
Austin.
have relationships in. And
Well,
yeah,
I was watching it too, and, like, anytime Craig and Austin would come on to Summer House, I'd be like, "Well, I don't wanna watch this because they're losers." Like, even just watching them in Summer House, I'm like, "I can't watch a full season of these fucking toes."
turds.
Oh,
The
man.
men are really bad. I mean, it's like a exemplification of what it is to date. Like, these women are cool and fun and awesome, and then the guys are just
Right.
like, at
Yeah.
least Luke was actually hot. I mean, he again, all of the men are trash to me. At least Luke was, like, worth looking at, and, like, you kind of would waste your time on him because how do you not when he looks like that? Where it's like, Craig? You're gonna waste your time on Craig?
Who's never I'm not even gonna say it because I don't like these people, but Craig is
Well, and they
fucking
end up together from what I know about, like, having
Oh,
like, I know they were together for a
right.
while, and then, like,
Okay.
she cheated, and then who knows? I've seen, like, all that stuff.
I
But
know, that's kinda sucks. Wait, how are you feeling about Carl right now?
never gonna both this they're starting with the season with fucking Paige and Ciara being like, "Oh my god, fucking Carl," and I'm like, "Does anyone know what this guy looks like?"
What is he up to right now?
I don't care. Like, I get it. His brother died. That's very sad.
Okay, that
Like,
happened,
there's
though.
all these things that we're, like, supposed to clearly, like, start and he's sober, and he's going for his morning runs
Okay,
and
he's sober, okay.
meditations,
Right.
and,
Oh,
like,
shit.
it's just such
Oh,
a
more
yawn.
life. More
More
life.
life, bro. Like, he's just like, this is my Saturday morning."
Mm.
And, like, good for him, I'm happy but it's just it's so male to me, you know what I mean? It's like the extremes. They're either huge pieces of shit
Yes.
or they're on this, like, self-healing journey, and you just never get a real human anywhere in that mix.
Right. They're always cosplaying. What's
And he's
next?
not hot. Like, he's not ugly, like, but he's not my cup of tea. I can understand he's tall, which is great, and he's got, like, a nice head of hair and ish.
He's the most awkward sir on this planet.
He's, like, weird little legs and the way his body is all the I don't get the attraction to him.
I don't either. I never have. I see. I'm such a person though. I'm like such a sucker for like a story. And like when his brother died, I was just like, okay, Carl. And you know like how he just becomes a piece of the furniture? Like it's it's kind of like Kyle, where it's just like, okay, but if you take them out, who am I going to talk about? You know?
Right. And
Which
I
is like,
I
why am I
get
watching this
I get
if I hate everyone?
awful things have happened, and it's like men, again, they don't ever come to empathy until, like, they have to experience something,
Right.
and
Correct.
that is important for him to have gone through that. Obviously, I'm sad and sorry that he lost his brother, to a tragic, thing.
Yeah.
It just, like,
But you're like, it doesn't matter. I just don't like you.
no, I'm just like that your sob story isn't also like doesn't make you interesting. Like we all have shit and like
Right.
that should be a part of who you are. It's not like
Hmm.
like you know what I mean? Even the sobriety thing, it's like such a yawn. It's like, is that all you are? Also, they're all sober now. Like I looked up Luke and like, ew, he's like so about God. I just
Oh,
like,
he is?
yeah, bro, like posting like Jesus was a carpenter too.
Oh my god, man, you made rings on season 5 of Summer House and never did anything else.
Dude, he's like, yeah, he's like a Jesus
Oh.
freak and he also has a non-alcoholic beverage and then so does Carl, I think. And
Oh, oh my god. No, Carl has a freaking have you heard of Soft Bar?
that sounds so familiar.
It's Carl's new bar, and it's a alcohol-free
It's
bar.
not yeah, like, come on, guys, just stay at home. Have a nice dinner party.
Be like the gays, host a dinner party.
Host a dinner party. Learn
Okay,
to
that's my on that note
the gays.
about the Jesus thing. It's like every time somebody does that, I'm like, this feels so performative. Like when they weren't before, it's like it's almost like when people get into Christian music because they're like, there's way more viewership here.
I was
So
just talking about this yesterday, like, so many bands because I had, like, a pop punk emo morning on Saturday. I was just listening to, like, Brand New and Taking Back and I just, like,
mm,
forgot all of them were, like, evangelical Christian rock bands. They're all like, so many of them are singing about Jesus all the time, and I'm like, I was not picking up on that, but clearly it
I'm
spoke to
like,
me.
when you're saying him, I'm thinking about the guy I'm crying about in grade 6.
But you're talking about
But you're
Jesus.
not talking about him, are you? You're talking
Jeez.
about God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the ghost, everybody, all a one. Nobody's everything. They're all one person. They're what's happening?
I don't know. It's
But,
bad.
like, tell me. I can't. We can't even get into this.
It's bad. I'm over it. I mean,
uh,
look, the Jesus of it
but
all.
happy
Well,
Easter, babe.
happy Easter. It was Easter. And you know
And
what?
just a note again that we used to be a part of
There
this world, so we can talk shit.
we've survived. We're survivors of the Catholic
I'm
Church.
a survivor. We're survivors of the Catholic Church. Um,
We're
yes, we
deniers of
are.
the Catholic Church.
Actually, I don't know if it's because I did you okay, let's dive into this for a sec. I chose to be religious when I was like 12, 13. Like my parents didn't care anymore. My dad, like we went to Catholic, I think we all went to like church because our parents did and then their parents did, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we went to church in Bedford, did the whole thing, blah, blah. But then I'm so easily manipulated. I just realized right now in this
Yeah.
very moment. I'm like, okay, Carl's story. Yes. Okay. But I was like, I went to like Bible camp on my own accord. I like was getting all into it. And I remember the moment I was like sitting down with one of the youth pastors and he was like, I was like, are my parents and my sisters going to be there when I die, like in heaven with me? And he was like, No, girl, you don't need them. You need Jesus. Like, Jesus is going to be there. He's the only person you need and should care about. And I had a full-blown panic attack at Bible camp. And then I was like, wait, oh my
Ew.
God. Ew, I hate this. What is happening? Where am I? Why did I do this? Why did I get sucked into this for so long? And also, do you know what's funny? It's because when I was like 12, I knew I was gay. But I like
Timeline.
stuffed that down. And
Long
I
timeline.
remember, yes. And I remember in my brain being like, no, you take this shit to the grave with you. Like, you don't get to be gay in this world, maybe not another lifetime, but it won't be in this one. And then I was like so into like I needed an outlet. And I'm like, well, that's the same story for so many fucking people.
Yeah. You had to find a way to process that and find something else that well, and it's like so many people who get successful are like, find God or whatever. And I wonder about it all. What
Or get sober.
or get sober. And like, listen, if you are an alcoholic, you should be sober. If you
Hmm.
can't have a good time when you're drinking and you
Yeah.
fuck up your life, you should be sober. I think like um elective sobriety is really lame.
Hot take.
A hot
You
take,
heard
and
it here first.
everyone's doing it, and, like, it's just called moderation. Like, I
Right.
love to party, but do I do it on a regular basis ever anymore? No. But do
Well,
I know how to have
exactly.
fun when I'm having fun? Like, yes, and I don't have a drinking problem, so, like, but, like, if you have one, sure, but the elective thing of people who are just like, "It's not good for you." It's like, neither is, like, fucking being alive anymore, but, like
Dude, okay, I fully fucking agree. Me and Vicky have been talking about this constantly because she's like, I'll go on dates with guys and they're doing exactly what you said, the extreme thing where they're okay, now I'm like wellness, health, no fun allowed, etc. So like she'll talk to a guy and he'll be like, again, like you said, if they're sober because they're an alcoholic, like obviously, or like a drug addict, yes. You know that about yourself. Good for you. Getting sober is like one of the craziest hard things you can do, especially if that's like a major addiction. That's not who we're talking about, by the way, here.
no.
I'm talking about the people, the fun police. Like, no, literally. Like, I'm just
Because
like,
the real
yeah.
alcoholics, when they get sober, like the Carls, still participate. They still
Hmm.
go out. They're still fun. I mean, some people I realize they can't even be around it, but I think for the most part, a lot of like actual alcoholics, once they get fully sober and are in a good place, they usually still have a social life. Now it's
Hmm.
like an excuse to be the fun police.
Exactly. And like not go out and do things with your friends. And I'm like, also, exactly like you said, it's like, okay, if you're just not fun anymore, just fucking say that. It's like everything's gonna kill us. Everything's doing something bad to us. But like, what's more fun? Like, what's better for your system than going out with your friends, tying one on, and like laughing your ass off and dancing all night?
Like, truly. I'm dead ass serious. That is good for your heart. It is good for the longevity of your life. If alcohol A is the only way that you can loosen up and have fun, you might want to continue it because I think so many people have sticks up their asses and it's like it is good for you to
Have a
let
shot.
loose. Yes, and do you
I
have to get
agree.
blackout drunk? No, but like if you can't go out and get a margarita and like have a giggle anymore because you're like again just
But
having
nobody knows, like you said, nobody knows what moderation is.
no, there's no
Nobody knows.
balance.
No, it's just like, okay, we were talking about that with Gen Zs, and we were talking about how they are all like when we were getting blackout, waking up with my makeup still on, with like a cigarette in my hand on my bed, and it's like burning my bed. Okay, a little extreme, but like I
Memories
now
made.
they're like, I'm getting snatched. I'm going to Pilates. I'm go in therapy. And I'm like, there is such, this is just like controversial. I'm assuming, but I'm like, there is such thing as like too much, too much wellness.
Yes. And also,
You're
like,
doing too much.
life inevitably is going to get more serious. Like, we're in our
Hmm.
30s, it's probably gonna get
Hmm.
more serious from here. When you're in your 20s, like, that is the time, like, I work with people in their late 20s, and, like, when I was, like, 27, I was having the time of my fucking life, and
Yeah.
they're staying home every Friday and Saturday night. And I'm
Yep.
like, "Guys, like, you can't get it back." And these are
No.
the people who also wanna get married and have kids, and I'm like, "By the way, you're gonna resent your children because then that will actually be the rest of your life, and you
And
won't
we've
have"
seen it.
Yes.
Like
Literally.
we're old enough to have seen people doing that by now and like blowing their whole lives up. And I'm not like, it it is a hot take now because everybody's like, well, obviously being healthy is like the only way to go. And I'm like, yes, I agree with, but like, no, like moderation it's gone. It's either like You're healthy or you're fucked. Like, but I'm like, no, go out and dance. Like, these are the times to do it. And also, life is not getting any easier, but it will get easier when you're out with your girls having fun on the dance floor.
Yes, and it's like why flings have disappeared. It's why so many guys are like ghosting girls and being like, you know what, I like am not in the place for this right now. And it's just like, bro, like you're 29. Like life is not that serious. It's
Bring
not
back
that serious.
moderation.
Bring back moderation. It's like the
Yeah.
opposite message of what you think moderation would be, but like bring it back.
Yeah.
Learn to have fun, also work hard, also work out, also have
hmm
friendships, also have alone time. Like it is a lot to juggle, but
hmm
it's really important to also have messiness in your life because
I
otherwise
agree because life is messy. My life is inherently messy. Like you are also when you take away moderation and you take away good times and going out and having fun and fucking up a little bit and having like you're taking away stories. You're
no, I have a
taking
friend
away
right now, I
life.
just had this conversation and, like, she's struggling so much with balance, and I'm like, "But babe, like, you need to get back to, like." I know when you struggle with balance that it feels like the more you isolate yourself, the more control you have, but that's
Mhm.
actually not. You're just existing in a vacuum, and you
Yeah,
need to, like,
exactly.
sprinkle it in smaller ways than you were before so that you can find a balance, because if you just say, "Okay, I'm not doing this anymore," it's like going on a crash diet and being like, "I'm never gonna eat carbs for a month." That month is gonna end or 2 weeks into it, it's gonna be 12 o'clock at night, and you're gonna fucking binge your ass off because you haven't
Exactly.
allowed yourself the ability to, like, truly learn behaviors that actually benefit you. You've just, like,
Exactly.
closed the door, and that doesn't
Yeah,
work.
and it's also taking away resilience. I'm like, "Guys, come on. We need some fucking resilience." Like, there's did we already talk about this? But with the, like, how Gen Zs are getting, fired at, like, a rapid rate? I think we did.
No, but not surprising.
Did
Sorry.
we not? Okay. But apparently they're just like, "Well, I can't do this, and this is, like, my boundaries won't allow it." And I'm like, "You're in a fucking job." Like, I'm not saying obviously, there's again, I don't wanna, like, fucking have a disclaimer for everything because fuck it, but, like,
We're talking shit,
I'm
guys.
obviously not saying, like, "Oh, let your boss fucking, harass you." That's not what I'm saying, but I'm like, "Yeah, do you have to stay an extra an hour later and not cry about it because that will" like, how are you not seeing the bigger picture here of, like it's like they're like, "Well" I mean, I even have, like, second shooters who have been quite young, and they'll come up to me and be like, "I charge $100 an hour." And I'm like, "No, you don't."
For what?
Or like, "Sure, know your worth, do it, but, like, you've shot 2 weddings before. Why would you"
You haven't earned that yet.
absolutely am always gonna pay somebody what they're worth, but I'm like, "You aren't worth that yet."
You're not worth it yet.
But they're
I
just, like, out of the gates. They're like, "This is what I oh, because this is what my worth is." And I'm like, "Who the fuck told you guys need to be hit off the fucking high horse for a second."
couple pegs down, babe. You do have to earn your stripes. Like, I know millennials, like, we
Mhm.
are burnout, like, the generation of burnout. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're
and
not
it
really like the typical, like, look at us for
no, we're not ideal.
motivation.
But we also fucking busted our asses, all of us, and still realistically cannot get jobs because the generation older than us are holding them. Like none of us are really where we could be for how much we've worked or how much effort we put in.
Mhm.
And like Gen Z now, it's like it's funny. It's like sort of related, sort of not. But like my employee, like our newest hire, join this small company that we are at a time when like we're a bunch of work in and are showing the fruits and of that labor. And not that
Yeah.
she ever has complained or said anything, but she's 22, she's really young. And like I think sometimes there's like a bit of awkwardness. We feel bad because we're all in this new studio and we all have our own offices. And like I
Mhm.
literally said to her the other day, not like she hadn't complained at all, but I just kind of had the realization because I think we've all felt a little guilty, like, oh, she doesn't get her own space. And I'm like, I worked at that harvest table for 3 years. We used
Yeah.
to drive around in a car because we didn't even have a studio, and so in between shoots, we would just, like, sit in the truck because we had to
Mhm.
wait to the next thing to go to, like, we worked
Mhm.
our butts off to get to this place, and I
Mhm.
think now they, like, see all these hardworking people, and they're like, "Well, I should just" and she's not that, but I think a lot of Gen Zs are like,
Yeah.
"Well, then, like, you guys have all this, why don't I?" And it's like,
Why
"You
don't I? But also, we are a generation built on suffering, and we come from Catholicism, which our entire beings are built around a man who suffered for us, so we should repent our whole lives and leave our heads down. So, it's like yeah, that's just the fucking way we are, and is there a generational divide between everyone? Yeah, the boomers thought we were lazy pieces of shit, and
which
we're
is
doing the same
hilarious."
thing to them, but yeah, exactly, I'm like, "Oh, I don't know of one boomer having 3 jobs at one time like I did." But
I
okay,
don't know one boomer who
sure.
didn't get their immediate career and then have a job that gave them the right amount of pay scale for the rest of their life, and they moved up through the company and suddenly became the, like, owner of it. Sorry, that's non-existent in our fucking generation.
Literally, and I was just gonna say, wow, not us isolating every listener except for the millennials, but here we are, babe. Here we are. Um, anyway, it's just like, yeah, like I have one second shooter that I've worked with a lot, and she has her own like business, but she's quite young. Um, and her parents raised her to be like such a hardworking, independent thinker. And I'm like, wow, this is very rare to see now. So I'm like, this it's crazy. Like I'm like, it's it's a like I've said illuminating 400,000 times this episode, but it's gonna
We're
be the title
we're
of the
lit.
episode.
We're lit.
Episode 11, illuminating. Um, anyway, I'm like, you're standing out because you're so different than the rest of everybody I've seen in this industry so far who is
Well,
young.
that's Hannah too, like, our team member. I'm like, she is such a, like, get her done kid for her
Mhm.
age. I'm so impressed by her constantly. She just you give her something and she does it, and I'm like, "That's not usual in your age
Right.
range."
Right, like, you're gonna go far.
Yes, you're
Um,
I also think a lot of Gen Zs we suffered from it in the most mild way where we saw a lot of people our age become celebrities, and
right.
that seemed, like, crazy, and we're like, "I can't believe I'm having the same birthday as, like, Taylor Swift, and she's, like, a millionaire in our 20s," but now they've watched all these people become really successful online as influencers, and,
Mm,
like, they also I think a lot of people, A, don't realize how much work content creating and influencing is, like, you're not
yeah.
like,
Oh,
you
dude, I'll try to do, like, a video for, like, one day, and then I'm like, "Never mind. I'm never gonna do this." I'm like, "I'm gonna starting a new series," and then I do one video, and that's my
No, you have
series.
to make your life interesting all day long, every day for the rest of time. You have to be curating, you have to be coming up with ideas. Like, the most successful people are actually creative directors. Like, they're so good at what
Yeah,
they do. And so, like,
totally.
those people aren't just sitting at home not working. Like, they're
Yeah,
doing so but I think the Gen
but
Z
it's
kids have seen that, and they're like, "Well, I can work from home. Why do I have to go to an office and be told what to do?" And it's like, "Go do it
it's
then,
just
babe."
them's just the breaks sometimes, babe. If you're gonna work for somebody else who's built it all. Okay, I found this article, it's on fortune.com, and it said bosses are firing Gen Z grads just months after hiring them. Here's what needs to change. And it's like, after complaining for years that Gen Z grads are difficult to work with, bosses are no longer all talk, no action. Now they're rapidly firing young workers who aren't up to scratch just months after hiring them. So it's like, this is not just us spewing this. It's like, it's a pandemic, if you will.
It's an epidemic,
A pandemic.
a pandemic, a panty. It's a panty dem.
It's an epidemic.
It's
It's a
a
pandemic.
it's a problem.
It's COVID point 2.0. Um, no, it's just that, like, they're saying, like, their lack of motivation or initiative, 50% of the leaders surveyed cited that as the reason why things didn't work out. It's like, you have to be proactive in a job.
Well, and I think again, like we just said, millennials are and were like insanely taken advantage of. We put up with too much
Yeah.
shit. And now like the juxtaposition between Gen Zs who refuse to be taken at all advantage of or do a little bit more than what's asked of them is so
Mhm,
glaring. And like
mhm.
employers are probably like, yo, the fucking 35-year-old has been here for 4 days straight and hasn't left. And the Gen Z came in and did their exact amount of hours. Like those don't compute. And it's like there should be an in between. Like there's
100%.
which
And
is what we should all come together and fix the problem instead of
exactly. But like you said, it is true. Like we've fully been taken advantage of. And even in my own business, I'm like, no, I need to be doing more, more, more. I need to suffer in order for this to count.
because
And
productivity is
so
value.
exactly. And then I'm
We
like,
were all
no,
taught
I could absolutely learn something from them, but there isn't like the pendulum is swinging and hopefully the next generation comes back to like middle ground. But it does have to swing pretty far in order to get back to middle.
it does.
But in the meantime, I'm
Pop them
gonna
little suckers.
finger popping each other's assholes.
Oh, finger in your ass.
What's that from?
Mm,
21 Jump Street.
mm. Hilarious movie. Channing Tatum.
um, are you pretty heated about anything this week?
What am I pretty heated about this week? It's a good question. Um, do you have one?
I'm pretty heated about the weather, like, I need it to stop. I know it's so boring to be pretty heated about the weather, but I'm like, I would be pretty heated if it fucking heated up a little bit. I just can't with the gray. I have such bad SADS, and I'm and Calgary is usually so sunny. I was saying this, like, it's, like, usually so sunny. It's so gray lately, and we just got snow yesterday and snow again this morning, and I'm like, "When's it gonna end? I need it to end." And I'm like, "I can't believe I live half the year like this. I
No,
cannot
why?
believe it."
It's so much time that we do this. It's really
Well,
so much time.
I'm literally watching my sister run on the beach in Costa
I
Rica,
know,
which
I
I'm
can't. I'm,
so
like, gonna block her.
I know, and I'm so happy for him, like, obviously, you live like this too, so you deserve it, but I'm, like, only 10% mad at you and jealous and 90% happy for you. But I'm like, imagine though how much more productive and not even just productive, just like a happier, healthier version of you'd be if that's how you're waking up every day.
I'm fully convinced that I would be a very different person if I lived somewhere else, and not just because
100%.
of, like, it just yeah, the ability to be proximated to some sunshine, and, that's I
I've been
wish.
thinking about, like, maybe we live for a few months somewhere, like Mexico for a few months of the year,
Dude, yeah,
shall we? Alright.
count
Imagine
me in.
recording from Mexico.
Bring me into the commune. I'm there. I'm there.
Pretty We'd be pretty fucking heated and hot.
Pretty heated. I'm pretty heated, I guess, in a good way about our studio is finished-ish. Like, for the most part, we, like, got it together, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good. You guys need to go to Jess's Instagram and look at her recent carousel. What is it? April 6th. And look at her office or post some shit to your story. Post it to the Pretty Heated story. We
Oh,
wanna
I
see your
will.
office.
I'll show 'em my office.
Um,
It still needs some
ugh,
more art, but it's,
it's so beautiful. It looks so good. And you guys worked so fucking hard for that.
yeah, and the open house was just funny because like, so many people were, like, in my office, which also I'm like, "Get out of my space."
You're like,
Um,
I
but so
wasn't
many
ready for
people
you to
were
be in
like,
here.
"Oh, people should be allowed to shoot in here, like, people should this is, like, such a vibe, like, you should rent this out for fucking photo shoots." I was like, "Not a fucking chance, brother. Get out of my fucking office."
If you want me to build sets and do creative direction, that's gonna be an additional X amount of dollars,
Yeah,
but
you
you're
want
not
my
coming in my office.
personal office for a shoot? I don't think so, you need to be a friend, and
How was the open house though?
it was good. I mean, a lot of, you get excited about these things and you're like and then you realize how much, hosting it is and, like,
Yes.
not everyone knows each other, and so it's, like, a big but
Mm,
lots of people do, but it was just a lot of, like, you're in a conversation, then someone's coming in the door, and then you're kinda stuck with that person, but then you're trying to get away because you're trying
mhm.
it's like hosting at your home where you're like, "Okay, well, like, I hope you enjoy it," but you're trying to make valuable conversations that are useful to, like, bring more business. I think it was a little stressful for all of us.
Yeah. No, hosting is stressful.
Yeah.
Unless you are getting a caterer, like, I mean, I know you had it catered, but, like, you know what I mean? In that way, like, hosting is stressful because 'cause you're trying to, like, keep everybody happy. I mean, on that note, literally, I mean, look at me bringing it back to myself, but I understand that. It's like our wedding, some of it was just not enjoyable for us. I had friends mad at me because I didn't spend enough time with them, and it was like, "Oh, I forgot we invited 80 people here." And it's like, this just isn't fun.
Well, this is, like, the reality, I think, of, like, a lot of weddings too. It's like the couples don't, like, actually get, like, great time, one-on-one time
Mhm.
with most unless you're, like, in their wedding party, and then even then, sometimes it's hard, but, like, once the thing happens, it's just you bopping to each person being like, "Thank you, I'm so happy you're here," and then you're gone.
We should actually do a full episode about weddings and, like, wedding etiquette and, like, being guests, being, like, in a wedding party, being a photographer, all the things, all angles of a wedding.
We should do that. You should, like, lay out, like, what you think the ideal itinerary is because you would have the realist opinion because I think so many people just make so many mistakes.
Oh, yeah, 100%, and
Not
also, like,
mistakes, but, like, it's just impossible to
to
plan.
enjoy yourself. But
Yeah.
even for us, I'm like, I was like, I knew that, like, I was fresh in the wedding industry, but I was like, I knew that not having we wouldn't have a lot of time with everybody, but I was like, that's why we did something away where we could have, like, multiple events with, like, multiple people. But then I'm also, like, looking at shit and I'm like, imagine asking your fucking friends to come spend thousands of dollars to be at your wedding. But that's why we didn't have a wedding party. We didn't really do, like, a big bachelorette or anything. We were like, and also it's like, come if you want, if you can make it, but I'm not gonna get upset at you if you can't come to Palm Springs for a wedding.
But weddings are inevitably expensive even if they're down the road from you, so, like, I think that destination weddings, when they're cool, are so much fun, like, yours, like, it
Mhm.
wasn't a place that anyone was probably going to make an effort to go on their own, like, not many people would
Mm,
have.
totally. It's,
So at
like,
the
out of
same
the
Yeah,
beaten
and
path for sure.
I was so excited to go there, but I think it's also that thing where it's like, we're going here, we're doing this cool thing. Also totally understand that it's a lot of money, and if you don't wanna come, but that's never an option when someone gets married down the road and you're supposed to buy a dress and buy alcohol and, like, get ready,
That's
and
true.
it's still so
Mhm.
expensive anyway, where I think it's
Yeah.
nicer to be like, "Let's all go on vacation together." Like, I have another friend that's getting married next year, and she's like, "Will you come to Spain?" I'm like, "Ugh, no." "Yeah, bitch, I'll
Yeah,
come to
obviously
Spain."
who?
My friend Courtney that I used to work with at Jack Astor's.
Oh, the
We used to
duh.
go
Courtney,
there.
I'll come to Spain, bitch.
I know, and they're, like, rich, so they're doing it right, and I'm just yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we didn't like, I'm thinking about even so many things I would change from my wedding, like, I think it's so fucking tacky to not do, like, open bar if you're doing um a destination wedding, and I'm like we, like, we had welcome drinks, and then we did, like, a few things, but I'm like, "Nah, if you're getting everybody to, like, fly somewhere for you, you need to be doing that shit up." But I was like, we were, like, young and kinda
Young.
broke and, like, we don't have generational wealth and, just, like, a plethora of things, and, like, overall, I'm like, "Fuck, I couldn't be happier with what we did," but I'm also like, there's so many things I would change, and also wedding culture is just fucked
It has
now.
become fucked. I think regardless of where your wedding is, I think open bar is the absolute standard. I think it's insane the
Mhm.
amount of money that people spend on you, your bachelorette, your fucking
Yeah.
engagement present, you're this, you're that, and then, like, I have to go and buy tequila at your fucking wedding, or I'm gonna bring a fucking flask and you're gonna be mad 'cause you didn't hit your minimum spend, like, that's not on me, babe, like, it's not
No.
happening. So
100%. Then don't host that many people, cut it down by half.
yeah,
Like
and have it be fun. I think an open bar should be standard, but again, weddings are expensive and, like, not that I'm anywhere near having one, but if I did, like, I would only have it if I could do it that way,
well,
where it's just like
exactly, and now that I know that, and I think it's, like, also with age, you kind of think about that, and we both are, like, hosts, we love hosting, and you know that there's, like, hosting etiquette that's actually been completely lost in
completely.
the sauce.
You guys had a great wedding though, and it was so cool and
It was
beautiful,
fun.
and it was actually the opposite of cool, it was so hot.
It was so fucking hot. At least we all ended up in the pool at the end.
Yeah, I was icing myself in the shower with heat stroke, like, so casual. My
And
white
that's
ass.
my bad.
No, that
That's
was
my
my bad,
bad.
sitting in the sun drinking for 4 days straight in, like, 115-degree heat. It was so good, dude.
God, I love
Palm
Palm Springs.
Springs, everyone go to Palm Springs, it's so fucking cool.
Let's go do a fucking episode from there, bro.
Okay, done. We'll see you guys from Palm Springs next week.
Yeah, see you in Palm Springs. Oh my god, I wish. Fuck.
Me too.
Um, yeah, my bad for making my wife wear a velvet jacket
Yeah,
in
that was
45-degree weather.
honestly, she shoulda had heat stroke, how didn't she? Built different.
Well, yeah, she built different.
She built
She's
different.
Italian.
Hey, it's a sweet gal from Italia.
Actually, not true. She's the most sensitive person on planet Earth that I've ever met in my entire life. She, like,
Well,
does one tiny little line of no, I'm just kidding.
ooh,
She can't handle
oh,
it.
I know,
Uh,
drugs are
no,
fun.
I love her.
Alright, well, I love you.
I
We'll
love
see you all
you.
next Tuesday. Keep listening, keep, commenting, keep
Yeah,
liking.
we've got some keep liking, keep subscribing. We've got some fun things coming down the pipes. We're gonna maybe not for you, but for us, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna
It's
do
fun
a
for us.
shoot. We got our branding coming down. We might do some merch, so keep an eye.
Ooh, yeah, what kind of
Um,
merch do you guys want?
yeah. I want a sweater.
I want a sweater.
I want a
I
hat.
I also want socks. I want, like,
Ooh, I want socks
white
too.
socks, but, like, higher than this.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Well, we love you guys, we don't care what you want.
As always. Love you all.
Immediately ask for their opinions. You know what? Fuck you guys.
Never
We're
mind.
kidding. We love you. See you next Tuesday.